Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Lets it go quickly. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
What a job by this defense. Really confusing. The quarterback jumped in front of it, and they come up with an interception to get this game started. The question I have, Chris, can this quarterback, with all this hype, put that one behind him and get ready to play a good game the rest of the way?
Defense stuffing the runner. Ball still spotted at the 2-yard line.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big third down coming up.
Defense looking for a stop on 3rd and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, it is a fumble. The offense recovers the fumble.
Wow, that is big-time awareness by his teammate to get on top of that football. As a result, they catch a break and are able to retain possession.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. It's a run to the left. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Catch made on the right side. Just runs through a man, a mismatch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. And you know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle made after just a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
After the incompletion, the line up here for 3rd and 7. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. There's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate that was able to get on top of it.
And that is no good. After the miss, still down by 7.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Takes the handoff and tests the left side. They test the middle there, but get nothing. Now it's 2nd down here. Looking to pass. It's Tuggle. Lets it fly to the wideout. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Bringing nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play. Defense looking to keep the pressure on. 3rd down coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Defense is coming after him. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
Oh, and he's got some space here. And the speedy returner, a big gain on that one. Coverage team barely able to stop him. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through it.
Same tailback, another carry. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone. The Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. They'll hand it off. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Forced out of bounds just short of the end zone. So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Try and muscle for the first down. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Oh, that's exactly what I love to see. That's how you tackle. That is textbook from this corner. He flew in, made the tackle in space, and keeps him not only out of the end zone, but a short loss there.
And that one's straight down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll hand it off. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And, boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And is intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. Inside the 40. Finally goes out of bounds, but a big play by this offense on the final play of the first quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they're finally able to stop them. The great execution on this screen pass fooled the defense there.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Oh, can you believe it? He dropped the ball. Don't see that often from this excellent receiver. It's going to bring up second down. Empty set now. 5 wide receivers. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He flips it to the back across the middle. And he's tackled after the catch.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Close to the tight end. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set. Allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
First down and 10 now. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to throw it on first down. He is complete to the right side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. 1st and 10 now. Dropping back, it's Tuggle. Buying time now, rolling to his left. And he pulls in the catch.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And you know, being able to have a balanced attack is so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Here's the handoff.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
The Bulldogs are going to cash in here in the red zone. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking to scramble. The pass ball is incomplete. He tried to extend the play, but nobody open.
Right, you had the coverage that you want here as a quarterback. Receiver runs a really good route, and the quarterback just misses him. Now, the one thing I'll say about on the outcut is I'd rather have it thrown towards the sideline than behind the receiver where it can be intercepted. So he misses it, but at least it's not a pick.
And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
But these guys clearly weren't even thinking about a field goal in this one. They know that field goals won't win a game like this anyway, so be aggressive. And now it's first and goal.
Here's a handoff on first and goal. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. The Dogs hustle to the line to run the hurry up. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with a pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
Extra point makes the lead 4. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. Fielded in the end zone. It's Reinbolt. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Oh, the pass is picked off. He goes down quickly, but that's a takeaway for this defense. Important play.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Running out of time in the pocket. He's moving out of the pocket. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle is finally made, but not before it's a huge gain down to the 25.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Well, the defense coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They're going to run it here. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, the defense better start adjusting and realizing the RPO is coming at them. Feels like they're just sitting back, worried about the potential big play through the air. Meanwhile, this offense is running the ball right down their throat.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's the option play. Pitches to the back. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking downfield, it's Tuggle. He's escaping the pocket now. Here's a throw underneath to the back. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
You know, it's 3rd down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the 1st down.
Kick is up and no good. The lead remains at 4 after the miss.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. That poor kicker.
He's running out of time here. It's caught downfield. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. Buckeyes hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Taking a shot here. And the pass is incomplete. Here's the 2nd down play. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He stays alive. He's going to pull it down and run. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So the quarterback lost track of where he was. He was all the way beyond the line of scrimmage before throwing that pass. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. From the shotgun, drops back. Quick throw to the left side. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages. Offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Off the play fake on 1st down. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw. To the offense, looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And now the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. The defense with more pre-snap movement. To throw, it's Tuggle. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down. The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick this away to get the second half going. Returner looking to create better field position. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Trying to extend the play. Looks like he's going to run it. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
I really like this call by this offense on second and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Tight end makes the grab. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
New set of downs for the offense, 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Tuggle. The pass rush closing in. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Chris, that ball's tipped up into the air, and it's anybody's football. The defense, first of all, does a great job of anticipating a throw down in the red zone, and they're in great position to knock that ball up. But it was exciting to see, would anybody come up with it once it was in the air?
Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. And that's now going to bring up 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Play action fake, looking to throw. Catch made on the left side. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. So they find the reliable tight end, and he makes the defense pay that time.
You know, the receivers a lot of times get most of the attention, but don't forget about how potent a tight end can be. When you've got a player like this who can run routes, get a serious weapon that they can utilize, and they just did right there.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Powers through. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
PAT up and good, and they get a little bit closer. I believe they can line line up here and go for the onside kick. And the onside kick bounces out of bounds, so unsuccessful there, and it's a penalty. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go. Oh, and he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. That'll bring up second down. The first down play, not a good one. Looking at second and long here. Scanning the field. It's Tuggle. Rolling to his left, outside the pocket. Looks to the left for a quick throw. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Breaks loose at the 40. Going the other way, can they stop him? Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And a pick six, a monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
And the PAT puts him up 3. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And it's a squid kick taken by one of the up men. Tackle is made at the 35. Good job by the kick returner that time. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. You can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
Quick throw to the left. And he's got his man open downfield. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Georgia. They'll take the lead in the second half.
Chris, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver here is exceptional. Great route here to sell that post to the inside and then break it off to the corner. And the quarterback anticipates it well, puts it on the money for that touchdown.
The extra point makes it a 4-point game. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance and a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The back's got it again. They bring him down at the 45 and a solid gain to keep this drive going.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And here's the handoff. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He'll hand it off. Makes a nice move there. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The linebacker shifting around now. Play action fake, looking to throw. Caught quickly. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
But this isn't something this defense sees very often, is a fullback sliding out of the backfield to catch a football. They don't practice this very often.
So let's see what the play caller likes here on 3rd and short in the +27. Press coverage now from the secondary. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. They've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Trying for a 4th down completion. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to pass. It's Tuggle. Hit tonight by the QB. Spin move and still going. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
Boy, this defense is doing an outstanding job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage. That's their 3rd interception now in the game.
Keeping it on the ground here. Runner finding some space for it. That's a solid gain on the ground. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a first down as the clock runs down here in the 3rd quarter. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. This should be the last play of the quarter. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this 3rd quarter. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Trying for the touchdown. They'll test the left side. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They jump in front here in the 4th.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the 4th quarter, to give them the lead.
PAT is important when they get a 3-point lead. Kick is up and good. They go up by 3 here in the 4th quarter. Can they hang on? Now, before the kickoff, a timeout has been taken by the receiving team. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. It's a short completion to the big tight end. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action and you throw to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. They'll try a pass here. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
Boy, great recognition here by the quarterback, recognizing zone defense. Initially didn't have anybody open, but I love he's able to show that he's got enough athletic ability to get outside of the pocket and be...
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Heads out of bounds after a solid game. More than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Trying to create outside the pocket now. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking downfield. It's Tuggle. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now. And the Bulldogs hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Second down, we're going to throw it. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, the defense does a good job of pressuring the quarterback, but really impressed with the quarterback's effort. Not only does he pull out of that, but he's able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to run for the first down. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So on fourth down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And the game now tied here in the final quarter. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. The back's got it. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Ball handed off. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Goes to his right side there for the completion. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. And that's the fullback making the catch. That was not a big concern for this defense when they built the game plan, but maybe they have to shift the focus.
Yeah, they have to, because this guy's athletic enough to be able to make that catch. This guy pounds those shoulders in to make blocks play after play. I think it's very nice to be able to see him finally show what he can do catching a ball like this.
He makes the grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
My goodness, this defense has got to do a much better job of getting pressure on this quarterback. It's third down, and you're going to give the quarterback that much time? Plenty of time, finds his target, nice big gain, and a first down.
And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning as we head into the dramatic finish of this game. And the Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Linebacker shifting around now. And at first down, they go right back to him. And that run produces a decent gain.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Getting set. Here's second down. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So now it's third and short from the 21 as this defense tries to make a stand and force a field goal attempt or a fourth down stop. Can he get there on the ground? Will he score here? Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
What a thing of beauty by this offense to put that go-ahead score up on the board. The quarterback played with tremendous composure when the game was on the line. Now we'll see if his own defense can hold on to this lead.
Lining up to try the extra point. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Here we go. They need a touchdown. They got some time to work with here. They got to be precise and manage the clock wisely. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
Receiver makes the catch. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Scanning the field. It's Tuggle. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Get the ball into the end zone, or they have to settle for 3.
On the run here, lets it go. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Tackle down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to pass here on second down. Pressure is coming. And the defense closes in quickly to stop him short of the goal line. And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. Can they cut into this lead now on third and goal? They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs.
Well, Chris, this is exactly what they needed to do. Put a touchdown up on the board. They pull within one in a playoff game. And now it's decision time. Do you tie the game up or potentially take the lead?
And the PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. The returner is brought down. Gets it started on the next drive. So first and 10, our first play of overtime. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Trying for a pick six to win the game. That's it. Game over on the interception.
Oh, no. They may have just cost themselves the game with this interception. That's the last thing you can afford to do in overtime. Now it simply comes down to, can you stop your opponent from scoring or the game is over.
So this defense now needs to come up with something special to make a play to stay in this game in OT. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Now they're running on the toss. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Looking to throw. It's Tuggle. And tackled there by the defense.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And he's in there. Touchdown to win this game in overtime. Wow.
Chris, we get so caught up in this